All right, so when I say the word wealth, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's money, right? Stocks, savings, that kind of thing. But what if I told you that that's only one tiny slice of a much bigger pie? Today, we're going to tear down that old definition and rebuild a new one that goes way, way beyond your bank balance.
Let's just kick things off with this bombshell from author Sahil Bloom. Having money doesn't mean you're wealthy. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. It's a pretty bold statement, isn't it? It kind of forces you to hit pause and really think about what we're all chasing. And that leads to this question. Are you living what we might call a single-core CPU life? You know, like one of those old-school computers that can only run one program at a time and gets totally bogged down? It's this idea that maybe you're rich in one area, like your finances, but you're totally broke in others, like your time, your health, or even your sense of purpose.
So, how do we upgrade from that single core life to something more powerful? Well, it's all about diversifying our life's portfolio. And we're going to start with two of the most valuable and honestly most overlooked assets that you have, your time and your social wealth.
Okay, first up, time wealth. This right here is the ultimate freedom. It's not about magically finding more hours in the day. No, it's about having total control over the hours you already have. It's the power to actively choose what you do instead of your schedule choosing for you. Just think about what this really feels like. True wealth. It's waking up because your body says, hey, I'm rested, not because some jarring, awful sound rips you out of your sleep. It's starting your day with a sense of calm and control, not chaos. And listen, for all the parents out there, isn't this the absolute dream? Just escaping that daily morning battle of getting the kids out of bed. And for the kids themselves, time wealth gives them a space to just be kids, to explore and be curious, not just shuttle from one tutoring session to the next. That's true freedom. All right, next is social wealth. And let's be clear, this has nothing to do with how many LinkedIn connections you have or parent groups you're in. This is all about quality. It's about having a real, genuine support system of people you can actually count on.
Man, this quote just nails it. Your network isn't a stack of business cards. It's the people who show up when things go wrong. You know who I'm talking about. The teacher who covers your class when you're sick, no questions asked. Or the friend who remembers it's your turn to bring snacks and gives you a heads up. That, right there, is real social wealth.
So time and social wealth, that's all about our relationship with the world outside of us. But now, let's turn the focus inward. Let's talk about the very foundation of our inner world, our mental and our physical wealth. Mental wealth isn't about having a life free of stress or problems. Come on, we know that's impossible. Life is messy, it's chaotic. Mental wealth is your ability to navigate that chaos, to find meaning and growth inside of it, and to feel like you're still moving forward. I am sure every single parent and teacher listening knows this exact moment, that feeling of breakdown over homework. Well, mental wealth is a skill to reframe that moment. It's not just a struggle anymore. Suddenly, it's an investment in teaching your kid resilience. You're figuring out how to face a challenge together. And all at once, that chaos has a purpose. And now we get to the one we so often put on the back burner, physical wealth. Look, this isn't just another asset to manage. This is the foundation. It's the concrete slab you build everything else on. If it cracks, the whole house comes down. Nothing else works right.
And just think about it. Every all-nighter you pull, every meal you skip, your body is quietly writing IOUs, and that bill, it always comes due, usually right when we can least afford it. As parents, as teachers, our energy level sets the tone for our kids in our classrooms. Our health is literally the foundation of everything we do.
And the beautiful thing is, the principles are so simple. This is not about some crazy diet or an insane workout plan. It really just boils down to these three pillars. Get good sleep, move your body, and eat real food. That's it. Okay, so once our inner foundation is solid, once we've invested in our time, our relationships, and our health, then, and only then, can we talk about that final piece, the one everyone thinks of first, financial wealth. But we're going to look at it in a totally new way. Here is the key insight, and it's a game changer. Money doesn't actually change who you are. All it does is amplify what's already there. It's like a giant megaphone for your personality. So if you're a naturally anxious person, a lot of money can just give you a lot more things to worry about. But If you're a kind and generous person at your core, well, money just gives you a bigger shovel to share that kindness with. The goal isn't just to get the money, it's to become the person worth amplifying. So, what's the big takeaway here? How do we bring all of these different pieces together? A truly rich life isn't about maxing out one of these accounts while letting the others go bankrupt. It's about creating a balanced, resilient portfolio. I think the absolute best way to picture this is to imagine your life as a portfolio of 5 completely separate accounts. You've got your time account, your social account, your mental and physical accounts, and yeah, finally, your financial account. And every single one of them needs regular deposits. A truly balanced and wealthy life looks something like this. See how no single slice is gobbling up the whole pie? Real wealth is found in the deliberate, intentional investment across all 5 of these areas. That's what builds a life that's truly stable. And that brings us to this really critical final question. We are trained from a young age to check our bank accounts, right? To monitor our financial statements. But if that's the only account you ever look at, what are you ignoring? The real losses in life, they aren't just financial. A bankrupt health account, an empty social account, that, my friends, is a true loss. So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought to chew on. Take a second today to do a quick audit of your own life portfolio. Look at all 5 of those accounts. And just be honest with yourself. Which one is running on fumes? Which of your 5 accounts needs the biggest deposit from you starting right now?